How's everybody doing? This is kind of an unusual kind of episode, I guess. I want to call it the zone because it's the kind of thing when when you get alone, and the phone doesn't ring, you're off the computer, you got a bit of time away from, maybe for some of you it's the grandchildren or the children. You just find a time like a 3 or 4 hour slot, you know. And you just really get into it. And I want to share to you this tree because I believe I kind of got into a zone. Like, I think I mentioned it before. Like, zones are like these periods of creativity that come upon you, like when you're just working your craft or your hobby. And then I think a lot of you can identify with it if you just think about when you really produce something really cool. Like maybe it was a weathered box car or even a tree or a building or just a wash that you put on or something, and you just thought, wow, that's really neat. And then, you go and try to do the same thing a few days later, and it doesn't work. You even write it down, right? All the steps and everything, and it still doesn't work. Anyway, I just want to share to you about this tree because I believe I really got in the zone. Like it started out like this, right? Like, with the wire, like I really encourage you to try to get into this because the wire is cheap and try twisting up, like break it up. Like I think this was like 24 pieces of wire, and then I folded it in half, right? Then you twist the bottom where you fold it down, and then you just start separating out limbs and then doing the loops like I showed. And just try it out and then put it away for a while, and then maybe go at it again. Anyway, this is what came out the other day. And I wasn't really thinking about it much. This is sort of a deciduous tree. I'm not even sure what to call it in terms of a species, but man, do I ever like it. You know, it's going to go where the office is, where the blue building is, to help merge into the backdrop. And what I did is I did the general flocking of 12 millimeter on it after I had covered it with fiber paste, a couple of times. And then I painted it dark brown after 2 layers of flocking of 12. I painted it dark brown, and then I took this JN gray. I wanted a gray that had a bit of green or something in it. So this is XF12 JN gray. The brown color really doesn't matter. You could even paint it black if you want. But I painted it this JN gray, and I thought, well, that looks kind of neat. And then I hit it with a bit of white. I just got off the sort of traditional way of doing things. We always paint our tree trunks brown, right? And then I had this mauve color. And what I did was I put a wash. I just mixed with water. This is to me. You can also mix it with water. And I just put a wash, like a pink wash, on the gray. And then after I did that, I took some of this dark brown and I took like a sponge, like this. And I dipped it in. I just started stabbing the tree with this dark black brown. Like I didn't really care. And then I threw that aside. And then oh yeah. Then I took some of the mauve and added a bit of that brown into it. Made a darker wash, like brown into the mauve, and started putting the wash on. And then when I did that, I was sort of in the zone, right? I took the white with the sponge, and then I just started stabbing the white back on. And just doing it really fast, like all the processes while things were still damp and wet. And I really liked that. Geez, I couldn't have choreographed that if I tried. It was like I say, it came out of the zone, that zone that we are so privileged to enter into when we just apply ourselves and get into the hobby. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you.